A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Huntley. Flushed out right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson's throw pulled in by Atwell here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 23. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 3, second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A huge play there on fourth down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Huntley to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try the air now with Watson. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw, Huntley.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake, Huntley. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
167 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
We got 4. We got 155.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action in his first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 25 to the mic.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Forced out to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, the momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Fights off the defender. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
177 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the carry, it's Chubb. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. And here he's got Grant. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tutu Atwell. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Huntley. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Huntley. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the
the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Watson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Ain't doing nothing.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Devin Duvernay
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 132 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 42, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Saints 49.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Now a second down and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Kill.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On third down, Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and